Good show tonight, folks. Good little rant. Start in a couple minutes. Just get situated. Wait for a couple of people to tune in. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Patriot Nation TV. I'm your host, Tim Davis, aka Professor X, your new age patriot with the 1776 attitude. Just one man, one opinion, trying to connect the dots and making sense of it all in this bizarro world we live in. Tonight's little episode is going to be the mistake of being born white. We're going live. And there's one of my guests that's come on. What's up, Ronnie C?
I'm a guest.
I'm live right now.
I just want to be a watcher. Okay, I'll be a guest for now.
If you don't want to be a guest, that's okay. I'll put you off. If you want to be a guest, give me a thumbs up. I'll put you out. All right.
What's going on?
But hold on a second. Give me a second here, bud.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, like I was saying, everyone, welcome to Patriot Nation TV. It is Monday, October 25th, 2021. And this episode is the mistake of being born white and the bizarre world we live in. And I'm going to talk about the media and how the media is the tool used by our government legally through the NDAA Act and by governments, the New World Order, elite globalist governments, to push our Marxist narrative and to further divide and conquer the world while they enslave us. So, they're trying to destroy liberty. They're trying to destroy us. And it's all propaganda and stuff like that. And I'm going to use two very similar examples of two teenage kids, one white, one black. So with that being said, I'll start off by saying this. Identity and identity politics affects your view of reality. So let me start off now. The mistake of being born white. After a fight in Timberview High School, 18-year-old Timothy George Simpkins, who is a black kid, black child, black man, shot another student 4 times. An English teacher once, just missing his aorta, and left one more student with a bullet graze. A pregnant teacher was also hurt in a fall. The student shot in the arm, leg, chest, and stomach is currently in an induced coma. The English teacher who nearly died is recovering, and the expectant mother is reportedly okay, or all right, according to her doctors and news sources. Don't worry about Simpkins, though. He posted bail the day after the incident and strolled home in time for a surprise party. that was broadcast over social media. His family even set up a GoFundMe account to raise $25,000 for his trauma. Simpkins' mother claimed he had been a victim of bullying, implying his actions could somehow be considered self-defense, a narrative police have recently countered. I'm just saying that there is so much more to the story, and all the details should be known, as she wrote on the page before it was taken offline. You can tell who is privileged in society based on how they are treated, praised, blamed, excused, or condemned. Not only by the institutions of law and order, by the culture as well. In the United States, whites are supposedly perched atop the mountain of entitlement, right? Sheltered by white privilege and white supremacy. But in Simpkins' case, shows that that's not reality. That's not really true. There's a stronger case that our institutions and culture support non-white privilege, or at least hold an anti-white bias. For example, not only are white police officers less likely than Black or Hispanic officers to shoot unarmed Black suspects, but cops are 3 times less likely to shoot an unarmed Black suspect than an unarmed white suspect. And this is based off FBI statistics, Department of Justice statistics. So this brings me to the other case, the case of Kyle Rittenhouse. And we'll go down his story. The case of Kyle Rittenhouse is also illustrated when compared with Simpkins. When Rittenhouse, who is white, 17 years old, shot 3 people in self-defense, killing 2 during the 2020 riots in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The media and culture pushed lawmakers for maximum punishment. Rittenhouse, 17 years old at the time, had arrived in Kenosha with a militia group that intended to protect property from rioters and looters. Things our law enforcement should have been doing, but didn't do. Unlike Simpkins' mother, Rittenhouse's mother didn't need to convince people that her son was misunderstood, but otherwise a good boy. Before the shooting, he volunteered to help clean up graffiti at a high school near Kenosha County Courthouse. After the incident, he immediately turned himself over to the police, unlike Simpson, who initially fled the scene. Rather than a pregnant woman and a young English teacher, Rittenhouse's silence included an aggressive pedophile named Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber, a vicious repeat domestic abuser. The third man, Cage Grosskreutz, had approached Rittenhouse with a concealed handgun before trying to shoot him at point-blank range. Rittenhouse fired 1 round into his bicep. It was all over media. You guys all saw it. Fired 1 round into his bicep, leaving him wounded but alive. Grosskreitz's track record includes a conviction of being armed with a firearm while intoxicated. He is also a member of the People's Revolution, a Milwaukee-based militant group with ties to gangs and local government and the Marxist theory. He's a Marxist. A court set Rittenhouse's bail at $2 million because it is considered him a flight risk, compared to Simpkins' $75,000. Again, one of these two surrendered himself to law enforcement, but no good deed goes unpunished for white guys or white boys, as report on a 2020 Black Lives Matter riots funded by the State Department underlines. According to the report by the U.S. Crisis Monitor Project, 93% of BLM protesters in the summer of last year were peaceful protesters, and the rare instances of violence were caused by right-wing agitators. It named Rittenhouse as an example, and we see it every day. We see it every day, right? Like a GoFundMe page was created to support Rittenhouse's legal needs, just as it was for Simpkins. However, not only was it swiftly taken offline, but prosecutors also demanded that a judge force Kyle Rittenhouse's defense team to turn over the names of everyone who donated to his legal funds or purchased the teen's merchandise, according to court filings reviewed by Insider. They also demanded a list of names of donors so they can be barred from the jury pool, put on a domestic terrorist watch list, and so on and so on. Jury selection for his trial is scheduled to begin November 1st and will last about 2 weeks. Most recently, a Wisconsin judge refused to dismiss a weapons charge against Rittenhouse, while prosecutors and the media continue working hard to put him in jail, back in jail, with a higher bond and ultimately secure a life sentence. Hey, Mountain Good Goddess, how you doing? On one hand, Simpkins will remain something of a celebrity for now, becoming a tragic product of the system. If he is actually punished for his crimes, on the other hand, our institutions have made Rittenhouse's name synonymous with everything evil. Everything evil. White man bad. White man devil. Even if he manages to walk free in the end, the sins of a privilege already taints his exoneration, and it will therefore be injustice. And all of this is because Rittenhouse made the mistake of being born white. So that's just a little comparison between two 17, 18-year-old kids who had similar things happen to them. And the mistake of being born white. You're white Christian male, white Christian female, conservative Christian female, conservative Christian male. And that's why initially when I said identity and identity politics affects your view of reality. And I can use another example. I'll indulge further into it later on, maybe another show about this reality. We can use Dave Chappelle, for instance, the comedian, compared to Jerry Seinfeld. This woke culture, cancellation culture, whatever you want to call it. They didn't go after Dave Chappelle for using the N-word or bashing white people like all comedians do. They went after Dave Chappelle because he attacked the group of people, the group of men who want to pretend to be girls or women. They're trying to cancel him for that. Not for using the N-word, not for you going, comedy's comedy. There's silencing free speech. That's the bottom line. So the point is this. Imagine if Jerry Seinfeld did that. Imagine if Jerry Seinfeld did that. End of them. Completely end of them. I mean, it goes so much further and further and further. It's really bad. I've done a few videos. Maybe I'll post them on this one. It takes a couple hours for me to post them up on the right-hand and left-hand corner because they got to process this live video, make sure this and that. So I did a few videos. I'll post them on. You guys can check them out. Where I debunk the white privilege, where I also debunk how I explain the cancel culture, stuff like that. And hello, Tommy. Hello, Mountain Goddess. Glad everybody's tuning in. There's so much stuff we can talk about with this. So that was my little rant. And my good friend of over 35 years is backstage. I don't know if he wants to come on. If he wants to come on to discuss this, give me a thumbs up so I can see you. Nobody else can see you. Okay, he wants to come on. Now, let me give you a little history about my friend Ronnie C and I. We know each other 35 plus years. We were in our early 20s. Everything that's going on today, we discussed. We talked about in depth. We even did our own surveys and stuff like that, door to door, during Bill Clinton's impeachment. So he's a very informed, intellectual, good friend, great musician. And so I guess he wants to come on. So Ronnie C, let me bring you on real quick. Introduce yourself if you want. But I think I did the job. What's up, buddy? You're on, my man.
I have this helmet on it's for losing hair helmet. Look.
Hey, you look like me.
Yeah, but I'm getting there. That's what I'm trying to avoid. But I was how you say 35 years because I was doing the numbers. I'm thinking in my head, when did we start talking about it? It was like 92.
Correct.
Me and you were going back and forth in my house talking about all this, back then, whatever. But like if we were to talk about this in front of people today, right? The way we
Yes.
were talking, they would think we're some kind of crazy, nutty racist. You know what I mean? Like in a
Correct.
sense, but it's not racism. It's just reality of like what we saw was coming. You know what I mean? Like we were like, losing our we were becoming minorities slowly. Just like, on Facebook, I put the little thing, white male minority, in my little thingy there. But it's true. Try to get your kid into college. He's got to get a higher score. Try to do, all these things that just, you saw it over time. And, it's a shame. And, you were talking about rent house. Oh, currently Gruden, of course.
John Gruden, correct.
We're both
Absolutely.
football fans. I mean, come on. Like, who doesn't talk like this? You know what I mean? Same thing with Trump. What man doesn't talk about women in, in the back locker room, with their friends, right? But the Gruden thing, what's his name? Rice. He could bash the girl's face in or whatever he did. No big deal, right? Right? Or another one could do this. This one could do a criminal. But Gruden, in an email from back when, you're done. I know he resigned, but he knew it was coming. It's just
well, let me just piggyback off of what you just said about the Gruden incident. Just think about it. I have a little meme I put together with Gruden, but I'm using the Joe the Tyrant Biden's quotes. So I'm in Facebook jail once again after this 30 days. Of course,
you're doing more time than me, bro.
Dude, after this 30-day stint, it's going to be 150 days this year.
Yeah, you're getting there.
150 days this year. I'm in Facebook jail. I'm done after New Year's. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. After that, I'm done.
Yeah.
But so, like I said, I have a little meme together with four things or four quotes of Joe Biden with Joe with Gruden's face on it. Mm-hmm. Now, just imagine, think about this. What happened with Gruden 10 years ago when they were investigating the Washington Redskins? Anyway. Wow. Just think about it. Just think about these tweets. Just think about what Joe the Tyrant Biden said. Mm-hmm. Here you go. I mean, you got the first mainstream African American who was articulate, bright, and clean, and a nice-looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook. That's a storybook, man. Meaning Obama. Then he goes on to say, back in the 90s, you cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. And I'm not joking. Joe Biden, President of the United States. Then you got this.
Yeah, you got it.
Then you got this. Then you got this. Joe Biden during the right before the election. Mm-hmm. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Oh my God, that's a new one I haven't heard. But
this is facts. This is documented. It's all over the place.
Surprised.
And then one more. Then I'll let you. Talk about it. Then he goes like this. He says, well, I tell you what, if you have a problem figuring out whether you are for me or for Trump, then you ain't black.
Oh, that I remember. That was crazy.
This man has been a racist for the last 50 years. So okay, I'll let you give your little opinion on it. Go ahead, Ron.
I mean, most of them in there are, and then they put Trump as the main racist. He's the top racist. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, you saw what he did to the black unemployment, Spanish unemployment. Yeah. You know how many people he employs? Black, Spanish. Come on. He's the racist. Oh, and he hates women too, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Who was running his campaign, right? I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah,
it's got me to the point, and I hate to say it because all the Hollywood stars with all their bullcrap, and they never do it. But it got me to the point where I kind of want to leave, but I don't know if there's anywhere better, really.
There really isn't.
No, I can't leave because I can't get in without a vaccine anywhere. There's like 5 countries, Malta, the 3-4 countries, 5 maybe. Yeah, so I can't leave because I ain't vaxxed and I ain't doing it. So, and that's a whole nother topic, right? We can go on for days on that one, but But
listen, I put it this way: at least you live in a free state, dude.
State. This is our country, and DeSantis is our president. That's what I always say. You guys, I don't know what your country is, but stay the hell away. You guys stay. You're invited. Don't come to our country and start ruining it and throwing your votes around. And please stick with your dictatorship up that way.
Let me tell you. I mean, you left New Yorkistan years ago.
Yeah.
I'm 3 years, I believe. I'm
Yeah.
3 years, like 7 months, and like 20 days away from my pet. I'm out of here.
Oh, good.
It's
Good.
complete communism, brother. But
Yeah.
I'm vested so long in my union for so many, like I'm so close to a pension, I can't leave.
You gotta go.
But I can't stay here anymore.
I was wondering why you didn't leave yet, but yeah, I forgot you were in the union. So
Yeah.
you know, funny because COVID started I forgot, February, March, whatever. By June, we were out partying down here in Florida.
I know.
By June, mask off, out partying, bars. You know, we haven't locked down. What we were out partying here. This state is it's you know, it used to be like we used to call it the armpit because you know all the criminals and bums and everything would come here, scammers, right? And it was always like if something crazy was happening, it came from Florida, right? But now it went from the armpit to the freaking, you know, the brain. I don't know what to call it, but it's not the armpit anymore. It's like its own little country. That in Texas, of course, you know, us in Texas. But yeah, it's like its own little country. You know,
if you can't, I don't know when the last time you've been to New Yorkistan.
No.
But let me tell you, you wouldn't recognize it, bro. Remember when we were kids in the late '80s, and you know we were going like CBGBs. Remember before Times Square was all pornographic stuff. It was a shithole, like a shithole. Yeah. Then Giuliani comes in and cleans it up. Now we're in our 20s.
Yeah, turn into Disneyland.
Yeah. If you see New York City today, you'd be like, are we back in the Dinkin eras of the 70s and shit like that? It's a shithole. There's shit all over. People are shitting in the
back
streets.
Back to Dinkin's Koch days type of thing.
It may be worse. It may be worse.
Oh, worse than that. Jeez.
Bro, it's disgusting.
I haven't
it's
been.
Disgusting.
You know, it's hard to wrap my head around getting a show on my vaccine card to get a slice of pizza. So I'm a little, you know.
Bro, it's.
I mean, you know.
I got a show. Listen, I got a few shows lined up with the vaccine card, which happening with me. I'll give you a quick example. I don't want to like hog it out up because I don't want to ruin the surprise.
I'm dying here. Yeah.
Wow. Like all last year, 2020.
Yeah.
I worked in Long Island, Nassau County. We did hospitals right at the outbreak of COVID. Then I was at Grand Central, East Side Access. So I worked from 2020 at White Plains Hospital from February of 2020 to April of 2021. I was working back and forth all those three places. White Plains Hospital, stuff like that. No COVID, no vaccines were yet. No, we had to wear masks and stuff like that. I'm not going to lie, we did. But nothing like that. I was able to work. Now, since May, these jobs I cannot work on. They're not allowing me on it because I refuse to get the vaccine. You know,
Kyrie Irving syndrome. I won't play for the Nets because I can't get it, right.
Come on. So now you know. I mean, thank the good Lord. I'm working. I mean, because I'm working not in the city. I'm in Dutchess County working and Orange County stuff like that. But that's here or there. We'll say that for another topic. Same thing with Ron DeSantis. I have a good case for him to be our next president if Donald Trump decides not to run again. I got it going. I got it going on. Like I said, I've been shadow banned. Ronnie, see, let me tell you, Ronnie, when I started this podcast, it was on my birthday, November 17th of 2020. Had zero subscribers, zero everything. My first video I did.
I watched you.
I know you did. I woke up the next morning. I went from 0 to like 53 subscribers with like 400 views. For the next 3 months, up until January 20th, I went from 0 subscribers to 400 subscribers. My average viewership was like 600 views per video. Then I come out, talk about the Insurrection Act and the vaccines and Joe the fraud, the tyrant Biden. Next thing you know, I've been shadow banned. All my subscribers.
Of course.
Dude, I only got 57 subscribers in the last 9 months. I get emails. How come I'm not seeing your posts anymore? I'm not seeing. They're shadow banning me, bro. They changed my show was politics, people and blogs, politics and news. So after a while, I figured it out, and I tuned in. They changed that to entertainment. So meaning all my videos for the last like 7-8 months was going into like Walt Disney type shit. So that's why nobody was getting they in-house changed my settings. I figured it out. So the last few days, I got about 10, 12 subscribers. My viewership's going up. It's just amazing.
You got to go back to the grind now. Unbelievable.
Hey, what's up? I got to give a shout out to people that are tuning in. What's up, Grow with Dave? How you doing, buddy? Everything's good. Mountain Goddess is a true follower. Good to see you too. Tommy, good to see you guys. I got to say this before we continue. Anybody that's just tuning in, if you're new to the show, please hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little notification bell. We got to get this message out. One of my videos, I said, we are now in the, let me see if I use this word right without being censored, the beginning of the Civil War 2.0. The fight for our republic has now begun. I'm the voice. I'm one man, one opinion. I got the bullseye behind my back. I'm not afraid. Come at me. I'll take the lumping. You know me, Ronnie C. I'll take the beating. Here we go.
I'll take the hit, baby.
I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit for the team, for my American patriots out there. So, stuff like that.
Let me tell you something about that Civil War 2.0, what you're saying there. Right next to me is my fiance, Russian girl, raised in the Soviet Union. And she actually said, this is starting to look a lot like my childhood. That's crazy, bro. And that's real. Raised there. You know what I mean? Like she, it's no bullcrap. She did it. So she's saying it's starting to look a lot like what I remember. And that's
Mountain Goddess says, can I please come on?
Okay, yeah, switch them over.
No, I don't. Mountain Goddess, I wish I can get you on. I can't send you the link because unfortunately, everything's tied into this social Google, Twitter, Facebook is all in one. So I can't even live stream through Facebook or anything anymore. I used to do all three. I don't know how to send you a link through this. Actually, you know what? Let me see.
Send it to his phone. Yeah.
No, I don't. This is just a person. She is from Southern California. Hold on, Goddess. Give me a second here, Goddess. Let me see what I can do. All right. I'm going to type this in. Give me a second. Let me type this in for her.
Yeah. Someone from Southern California, huh?
Someone from Southern. Yeah, she's.
Wow. There's a few left with
HTTPS.
Unless
give me a second.
I don't know.
Hey, listen, come on, Bash. She's been a loyal follower for a long time. She's not coming on. She's not coming on to bash me.
Yeah.
There's no way she's coming on to bash me. She's a true patriot. I'm going to type this in.
So there are a few out there.
And she's from California. Think about that. That's
what I'm trying to say. That was my whole point. The last one to lead. Please bring the flag.
I'm gonna Mountain Goddess. I'm gonna type my thing in on my comments section. Just give me a second here. Just give me a second. Hey, Ronnie, give a little bit more.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you were talking about networks, and they're all tied in. There's a little something coming for all these guys, and the media, and the banks. And you know what that is, right?
What's that?
Crypto. The crypto and the technology that is bringing. All this stuff with all this where you can't say this, you can't say that. Well, there's a lot of technology coming with that crypto, and it's going to be freedom, freedom of speech, freedom to talk, freedom, and the banking thing. I can't wait to watch that go down. That's going to be
beautiful. We're going to talk about that. I got something on that too.
That's going to be beautiful.
Dude, the sad part is, dude, we were in our late teens, early 20s when we first started doing this.
Yeah.
Do you remember in during the Clinton impeachment when you because the polls say this, and you and I went door to door over 200 houses and phone calls, and everybody that we did. I've been voting since '88. Ronald Reagan. I'm sorry, George Bush Sr., his first term.
Yeah. Me too. Same way.
Yeah, so I've been around since then. I've had never, ever once been polled. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but the polls say.
but you and I,
My dad, my mom, every family member, nobody's been polled, but the polls say.
But you remember, you and I went door to door phone calls. We had over 200-300 people, and everybody says Bill Clinton should be impeached. But meanwhile, the media saying.
From what they were saying, right? We got a whole different outcome.
Just give me 1 second, Ronnie. Mountain Goddess, I don't know if you look into the comment section. I posted it in my thing to get backstage on the studio. All you got to do is copy and paste that, put it in your browser, or type it in, put it in your browser. I can bring you backstage if you want to come on. I mean, take your time, like you told me to take my time. But if you want to come on, you can come on. If not, you know what it is. You can friend request me, Tim Davis, on Facebook, or tune into my Patriot Nation TV on Facebook. That way we're friends, and I can always give you the links to my shows when I go live, like I did Ronnie C and stuff like that. So hopefully you can tune in. If not, we're just going to continue on with this broadcast and stuff like that. And, another thing, Ronnie, that gets me going is this. They always call us conspiracy theorists and stuff like that. Me, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a critical thinker. To me, conspiracy theorist is a derogatory name that they give to the critical thinker. And I always say I don't trust the government. Never. First of all, this show was the mistake of being born white. You're Italian, straight out of Italy. You're what, second generation? Yeah. Now me, people look, bald white guy. You know me. You know my whole family since we're kids. I'm half Native American Indian. I'm white Native American.
Right. Yeah, you got Native. Yeah.
I have siblings that are dark, olive skin and dark hair. My brother has a full head of hair. I'm bald.
I know he does.
My father's English. My mother was Native American. So that's here or there. So my whole point is this: not trusting the government does not make you a conspiracy theorist. It makes you a history buff. You know history? That's all it is. So just follow. I mean, we got 6,000 years of recorded history, and nobody pays attention to it. And that's one of the major problems what's going on with society. What do you think about that?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I was just thinking about the fiance's kid here who's in school, and they're taking away the books. They start taking away the books, and they use the COVID as the example, as the excuse. They don't want them touching the books, and now they're rewriting history. Rewriting history. I see it.
It's books, crazy.
I see the non-books. Everything's online now. I see what this kid's studying, and they're taking it away. And again, back to the USSR or the Chinese. The Chinese did it. Burned all the history. So that's just how it is. They teach history how they want now.
It's sad. And if you think about it,
you're not gonna. You're just gonna fall right in line. Fall in line. Everybody fall in line.
And what's sad part is I did a few videos. I'm sure I shared them. You've watched them about Orwell and Huxley. I'm a big fan of Orwell, so I always talk about him. Yeah. All his books, they were supposed to be fictional, like Animal Farm, 1984, or Huxley's A Brave New World, or Fahrenheit 541. Anyway, these were supposed to be fictionals, right? Yeah. And not a blueprint for our governments to follow, and they're following as a blueprint. You said your fiance's from Russia. When Orwell wrote 1984 in Animal Farm, it was based on the Russian czars and stuff like that, and communism and totalitarianism. And here it is today. We're living it. We're this close on the brink of a full-fledged civil war. If you know history, like I'm a big history buff, just like you. If you look at from like 1850 to 1861, what's going on today is the same exact thing. It was in-house. The Republican Party and the Democrat Party couldn't get anything resolved in the Senate and the Congress. Then the shots came, and here we are. Nothing's being, just think about it. The same idiots that sold you, not you personally, but you, the people out there watching, the same idiots that sold the Russian hoax are telling us that the $5.2 trillion spending package will cost us nothing. It'll cost zero. We won't spend a dime. But it's going to be $5.2 trillion. Don't worry about it. It's not going to affect you.
I heard that one. Yeah. I heard that one recently.
I mean, come on. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't know. You want to.
It's bad news. I mean, it's bad news. I mean, it's it's not looking good. That's all. You can wrap that up with how the dollar is going to crash and everything else. That's how I see it. But
Well, inflation's good. According to what's the name?
5.4. Yeah, my butt 5.4. It's a little higher than that, but okay, we'll call it 5.4. And then it's overinflated stock market. That's all bullcrap.
Oh, we've had a fiat currency, or we had a fiat currency since 1913, but It's a fiat economy since the Obama era, after George Bush Jr. left office. For 8 years straight, the Federal Reserve was putting $85 billion a month into the stock market to keep the market afloat.
It's overinflated, these prices. You kidding me?
We're in stagnation right now. Hyperinflation's next. So if it continues going down the course it's going, within the next, first of all, we won't even be a country in 2 years. But within the next 2 years, we're all going to be millionaires. That's like Venezuela. So if you have $1,000 in your bank account, the way it's going, it's going to be worth $1 million. So if you have $1 million in your bank account, your net worth is $1 million. It's going to be 100. We're all going to be millionaires.
Well, yeah, that's why they're saying that. Bitcoin's going to be worth $5 million, right? One
Correct.
day, it's 62,000 or whatever. But the dollar's not doing that. The dollar's not doing that, baby. So what I'm saying is they're going to say, "Oh, Bitcoin's be worth 5 million," but the dollar's not going to be, so it's not really 5 million, because 5 million is going to be nothing. Right?
Correct.
Nothing. When somebody from another country says, "Oh, it costs 15,000 pesos to buy a pizza slice," it's like, I'm like, "Oh my God, son." Yeah, it's like, it's 80 cents, or whatever it is.
And that's what happened. And that's what gave Hitler and Mussolini and the Emperor of Japan, that's what gave them their power in the 20s and 30s that led to World War II. Hyperinflation. It takes a wheelbarrow of money to buy a loaf of bread. I don't know about you. I'll give you an example. Today is Monday. So last Monday, I went and filled my car up for gas. It was like 3:02. 3 days later, it was 3:15.
Where'd you go, to Jersey?
No, right here in New York. Jersey, they got rid of the tax breaks. So New Jersey's same as it's the same. It's the same now. It's maybe 2 cents difference, right? So it was like last Monday, it was like 3:02, 3:05. By Wednesday, it was like 3:16. By Friday, that just passed a couple of days ago, it was 3:27. This morning, oh, 3. I said 2. I'm sorry, 3.
No, I'm saying 3:33. I thought you were going to say, because that's about what
this morning, I wake up. A week ago, it was 3:05. Today, 3:37.
Yeah, somewhere in the 3:30s, because I just filled up today.
3:37, bro. A week ago. But what's good for us? It ain't gonna affect. Come on. These people are insane.
Miami's totally prices are crazy too. Miami's prices were out of control. I mean, everything. My girl hasn't got it. She hasn't gotten a raise in like 8 years, but the rent's been going up 5-10% a year. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just it's not catching up, and
it's just to add a little bit onto it. Like, I know I blame the government. I still blame the government, but as I sit back and reflect on what's going on, I used to always say it was the Democrats' fault, or you get the liberals say, "Oh, it's the Republican fault."
Yeah.
Not anymore, brother. Not anymore. What I'm going to say is this. No, it's our fault.
Yeah,
it's our fault for allowing these asses to stay in office, to make us fight each other instead of working together for the good of this country. I blame us. We allowed it, and not me and you personally, but the collective mindset. And that goes back to my original thing. Identity, politics, that's what's controlling, with the help of the media. That's what's controlling people's reality. People can't think anymore. The media said that. Like, how can you believe the media? You can't believe a word they say. You can't. One more quick thing. Think about this. Just think about this. This I got this through one of the pages I follow, the John Birch Society. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Everybody check out the John Birch Society. I'm a member of it, actually. And this time last year, Moderna, the pharmaceutical thing with the jab.
Yeah.
Moderna, the stock for Moderna this day a year ago, last year, was only worth $48 a share.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it is today?
What?
$478 a share today. So in 1 year, it went from 48 to 438. Think about that. Follow the money, Ronnie. See, we always follow the money. It's a big scam. It's about making money. And here we are. And everybody's falling for it. The fake religious people, the fake religious people. I'm a man of faith. I'm a man of God. I don't go to church though. I don't, whatever. But think about it. Just think about it. The fake religious people, they're afraid to lose their 501c tax exempt stuff. So think about it. So before COVID broke out, come to my, Joel Orstein, suck for a little dollar. Come to my church. Come to my church. We can heal your sickness. We can heal your sickness. Trying to heal people. Now all of a sudden, come to church. Hold on. Let me check your temperature. Well, before COVID, you fake preachers, you fake pastors, you fake rabbis and imams. Come to my mosque. Come to my temple. Come to my church. We'll heal your sickness through the power of God. This and that. But now COVID comes up. Before you enter, we got to check your temperature.
Yeah.
Let me see your vaccination card. It's all fake, bro.
Red dot on your head. You're like, what the hell's going on?
It's all fake.
I don't even trust those things. I'm like, what are they doing? Yeah.
It's a scam, bro. It's a scam.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That was just my little rant, dude. I've been on, I think, 41 minutes, and I don't like to go over an hour. That was just my little rant. I just want to share.
You bring me on, we go for days. We go for days. We went
days.
We went for years.
But I want to say, listen, it's good.
30 years. After 30 years, it's nice.
It's nice. Is that incredible, dude? We know each other over 30 years. We're in our 50s now, brother. We were in our 20s. We were late teens and early. I remember you in your rock band, bro. We were teenagers. The battle of the rock bands as teenagers and shit like that. Come on. So that's how long we know each other. And it's good to see you. It's good. I'm glad you came on. Listen, I got plenty of shows. I got plenty of material I want to go on. I mean, if you want to ever come on, dude, please be a guest. I'd love to have you.
Text me. Yeah, I like it.
We're like-minded.
We don't talk about anything, I really don't talk about it much, but it's nice to get it out once in a while. It's all in there, so.
No, exactly. Wait, just stay there. Just let me put you on. Do me a favor. Hold on a second. Do me a favor. Just I'll be right back. Just talk for a little bit about what we were talking about. I'll be right back.
I got to tell you, now I'm nervous taking over. I don't mind going back and forth with a little banter, but now it's got me taking over. Anyway. So the mountain goddess going to come on. We're waiting for her. I don't know what happened there. But it's good that everybody's watching, whoever's watching. I'm better as
Sorry about that.
I'm better as a guest. I'm bouncing off of you.
No, my old lady just came home from work. She's a nurse. She was working. I locked the door. Oops, I'm in trouble. I told her I'm online. So hold on, I'm going to be yelled at. I didn't make her dinner. I forgot.
You didn't make
anyway.
dinner. Oh.
But anyway, like I was saying, I don't like to go over an hour because it loses people's attention. So I like to hit it hard real quick in the beginning stages of it. But like I said, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. I get a lot of people want to come on. They check it out at the last minute. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't even know you were asking me to be a guest. And I said, oh, boy, I'm in. And then I got this helmet on with the thing. No shame. I'm not embarrassed.
No. Who gives a shit?
Nothing to be embarrassed of. Well,
no.
Except
but anyway.
No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, it's the mistake is you were born white. That's your problem. You were born white, so you're evil.
Embarrassed. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to tune out. Like I said, thank you for coming on. I hope you enjoyed it. If you can, I'm in Facebook jail, so I can't share this video. Maybe you can share it so other people can see it. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't share anything. So I'm going to tune out, Ronnie. Thank you for coming in, sir. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
You want to end anything by saying anything before I cut you off? You're good?
Again one time. Yeah, it's fun.
All right, Ronnie C. God bless you, bro. Be safe.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, bro.
Bye.
Okay, folks. That's my little rant for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Tried my best. It was a little fun, a little interesting. One of my good friends from our childhood. brings back good memories. And so, as usual, I'm Tim Davis, aka Professor Rex from Patriot Nation TV. Just one man, one opinion, trying to make sense of it all in this bizarre world. I'm signing out. God bless. God bless you. God bless America. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace. Good night.